Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. McCormick, and incomplete to open things up.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
They're going to try and throw. And Allen's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Here's Hines. And some room to work. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and 4. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Elijah Moore from 4 yards out. And the Bills will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. McCann's got it teed up. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now the pitch goes to Taylor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And he missed it. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Hey, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Naeem Hines, 33 yards. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. McCann's got it teed up. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Going deep for Diggs. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Rolling to his right. Hurts fumbles it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Hurts. Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Harrison Bunker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Bills 14, Chiefs 7. Harrison Bunker and kickoff coordinating the
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
113 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. There's Chris Olave.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They run with Hines. A solid stiff arm. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to throw. McCormick is going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown, Bills! Reggie Gilliam from 6 yards away. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 21-7. McCann's got it teed up. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Second down, another run with Taylor. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kadarius Toney, his intended target, and it's second down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now it's Hines. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. McCormick steps away to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown! Elijah Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ready.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Jonathan Taylor
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Taken at about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
A final shot before break. McCormick. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll let their wide receiver take this one. It's Diggs. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Taylor, and he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now back to throw. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. Looking to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
That false start knocks him back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. Running left, Taylor. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
second and goal. Hurts. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Stephon Diggs. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic, a lot of fun to watch.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This is Hines. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, right back to Hines. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They run again with Hines. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hines. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw on 3rd down, McCormick to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game, and a first down on that last catch as well. They'll try the left side. Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. McCormick.
Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
To throw on 2nd down, McCormick. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. McCormick.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards. And they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe the defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Hurts throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hurts.
Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in